Hey, my goodness, I don't know what to tell you. I have had a crazy morning trying to video this for you guys. I've tried to video my intro and it was weird and kept on getting interrupted. And for some reason the mic has got a weird static thing, but my regular mic on my tablet sounds so distant from, where I set the tablet up so that we're not like right on top of each other. We have some space between us, like we're actually talking. So anyways, it's been an interesting morning. I finally got the video to work nicely and it just kaput on me and it didn't even record. So I don't know. Let's see. First of all, let me clean these glasses. What a morning. Happy Memorial Day, everyone. I hope you're all doing well and you're safe right now at home, practicing social distance. And if you're out, wear your mask. Please don't wear gloves. And I'm going to tell you why I say don't wear gloves, because nobody knows how to wear gloves. And they touch their face, and they touch their hair, and their clothes, and their friends, and everybody else with their filthy, dirty gloves that they touch everything else with. I think gloves are more hazardous than anything else. But do wear your face mask. Wear your face mask, my friends. All right. So this video, oh gosh. There we go. This video, we are going to do, what do you call it? Well, my reading list, all right? I am not all down with the acronyms just yet. I am learning. I got what some of them mean. I get what you jive turkeys are talking about. But it's not second nature to me as yet, all right? So stick with this little old fogey as I have to probably long speak, all right? I know, extra seconds on everyone's life. I'm taking it away. I'm so sorry. So because I am doing this video at the end of May, as I have explained in my intro video, that I'm going to go ahead and just bundle my May and June readings together. So these are books that I'm still busy reading and books that I want to read for June. So I'm busy finishing off a couple books right now. That was May books, and then we're going to also talk about June books. These are in no particular order because I just wrote them down as they came to me. And I'll let you know which ones I've started and which ones I haven't started. Fair? Okay. So let's see. First one I started in May is Save the Cat, Write a Novel. So Save a Cat, Write a Novel is for writers. So I spoke about one of my goals for this channel is that I'm busy writing and I'm learning, right? So the best way to learn is to read and do. Yes, I've got so many tabs, but you know what? It's only the first half, which is not even half, the first third, which is the most important part of the book. I stopped reading because, and she's so awesome at this, she lets you know where there's spoilers and from what books the spoilers are. I had to stop because there are two books that I've started to read that she discusses in here as examples for the methods she puts forward. So I had to stop this. So this book is on pause for now, which will also double as our May and June reading. And yeah, so that's it. Next book I'm reading, I started this book a couple years ago. And it was right when I moved to Vegas. I had just left San Diego, I moved to Vegas. I came across this book. They were nice enough to let me have it. And I started the first 7 chapters and life got hectic and crazy and I haven't been able to pick it back up. And it's fascinating so far. I think it correlates a lot with what we are going through now. Not just COVID, but nationally, trying to find our place, our economic place in America again. Just dealing with a lot of stuff, dealing with loss, dealing with starting over again, etc. So right now I am on chapter 10. So we're going to continue on with this. That's all the physical books I have. The rest of the books I'm going to be putting up right here to show you guys. Now, in conjunction with John Steinbeck's The Grapes of Wrath, I hope I said that to begin with. So with John Steinbeck's The Grapes of Wrath, I am going to be reading Whose Names Are Unknown. Woo-wee! There's some tea for you right there, some little literary tea. So that's what. So I was looking for a book. I thought it would be interesting to read a book that may have done a retelling or modern day retelling of The Grapes of Wrath. I couldn't find any, and if you know any and have suggestions, please comment below. But I couldn't find any. Instead, I found this book. It's written by, where did I write it? Here we go. Sonora Babb, Whose Names Are Unknown. Oh my goodness, the tea of it all. So we might have to pull a Wendy on this one. Hello, girl. How you doing? So yeah, that's definitely one that we're going to discuss those two books together, comparing and contrast. That's going to be fun. I hope you enjoy it as much as I will. Oops, I hope that didn't make too much of a noise. All right. Now, what we're going to read, now I just finished this a couple days ago. It's called Only the Lonely. And I was thinking that on my channel, I would like to feature independent authors. So I think I'm going to dedicate one of the days of the week or one of the days in the month. I don't know how often I'll be able to get to put things up and read. But I do know at least once a month, I want to do a block where they are all independent publishers, so self-publishers. And one of the books is going to be Only the Lonely by Amanda M. Lee. If you go to my book reads, you'll see that I've already put up my critique of the book. So we'll discuss it more later. Girl, I need some rosé because today was a pain in my bums. All right. Next one we're going to read is The Bone Witch. I've started listening to this on audiobooks, and I also have the ebook. So what I'm going to end up doing is because I love the audio, I'm going to actually go and catch up on my reading so that I can read simultaneously with the audio book, because that is some cool stuff right there. And I love audiobooks. Let me get this straight. I was doing audiobooks before audiobooks was even a thing. Back in the days, I used to go to the library and check out discs. Damn, I dated. Check out cassette discs or CDs, and I would check those out, and I would listen to books while I was painting. This was when I was young and I started school. Before the boys and before I had to take a break of the university, during my university. Anyways, long story. Anyhow, so I loved reading books and listening to books via audio. And then this came along, and don't you know that that's my jam? So yes, my 2 bits. Audiobooks are reading. Well, it depends. Okay, let's go back a little bit. It depends on how the audio is constructed. Because there's another book down here that I need to get my hands on. The audio was more of a documentary, which I loved. It was fascinating. I don't know. I don't think it reads as it would if it in the book. So I want to go back and find the book and then discuss it. But we'll get to that one when we get there. But yeah, I like it when it's verbatim. Let's see what else. So we got the Bone Witch that we started. Oh, Friday Black. So I've seen some booktubers talk about Friday Black. I am very interested, especially since I love Black Mirror. Oh my goodness, I love Black Mirror. That stuff is the bomb. If you haven't watched Black Mirror on Netflix, you need to check it out. So I'm definitely excited about reading Friday Black. We already talked about these two books. Oh, and so now, then we're also going to read The Daughters of Neri. Okay, so forgive me if let me back up. I'm sorry, because I want to make sure you know the authors' names to all the books too. So Bone Witch is written by Rin Chipeko, and Friday Black is written by Nana Kwame. All right, sorry if I mess up anybody's enunciation of anyone's name. Let's see. Daughters of Neri is written by Reni Kamayo, right? So this is interesting. Why I picked the Daughters of Neri is because I had just got done listening to, I wasn't going to say anything, but it's the reason why. But I just got done listening to The Rage of the Dragon. Maron. Oh my goodness, I love that book so much. I'm going to buy it and read it. I love it. Oh my goodness, you guys need to listen or read that book, Rage of the Dragon. I don't have the author's name in front of me. I forgot his name. Oh, I don't like that, because I wasn't planning to bring him up, so I didn't. I love that book. It is the bomb. Yes, you must read or listen to it. All right, so I'm excited to read The Daughters of Neri. Now I'm also reading Memory Man, which is another book that was referenced or is referenced in Save the Cat, Write a Novel. And I had to put it down because I have been wanting to read that book. So I have it. I'm going to put a picture up here because my husband put my book in quarantine and I can't get it. He's mean. He's a mean old man. All right, and then we're also going to read Mistborn by Brandon. Oh, I keep on forgetting about the author's name. On pause. Allez vite, s'il vous plaît, mi amore. Huh? Hurry up, get your ass out of here.
Serious?
So serious. Sorry about that, my friends. My hubby cut in. So, all right. Let's see, where were we? All right, so Memory Man is written by David Baldacci, and Mistborn, which I'm so excited to read. I'm a big fan of Brandon Sanderson. This is the weird thing. I have never read anything of Brandon Sanderson ever. Sanderson, sorry. I'm a big fan of his. Haven't read a darn thing he's written, except for his essays on magic systems. So that I did read from his website. And if you're interested in reading more of that and knowing more of that, I'll put a link to his website below. But yes, this is my first time I'm going to read Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn, and I'm going to read it with my junior high because he needs to develop his understanding of reading more so that he can read more than just the words, that he can understand and see what he reads, because that's the biggest barrier to children reading and to developing adults who are lifelong readers, that they can read the words, but oftentimes they don't have that world building in their head. They don't see the movies in their mind. And that's what my mom's always taught me. Granted, it's hard at first to get it, but it'll the more you read, the more you work for it. Like anything, you exercise, you practice, and then you'll get it. So I'm very excited. He loves magic stuff. So he takes after me. I got the boys into anime, so they're just like anime junkies. Thanks, Mom. But yeah, so I think Mistborn would be a great stepping stone for him to get really into reading and get a good grasp on it. Now I have some audiobooks, so I put them in a separate category. I'm thinking maybe I want to do a separate critique, or to talk about audios, because there's such a debate whether audiobooks are real books versus a physical book or an ebook. I think that for me personally, a book's a book. It doesn't matter if it's read to you or if you're reading it. As long as it's the words verbatim of the actual book. Now, however, I do want to do a segment where they have their own categories. So we'll talk about them separately. Unless I do the audiobook, listening to the audiobook, and then reading the book. Because sometimes the audiobook is so good, you really want to read it. And if you read it and it's so good, you want to hear the audiobook. So that's, we'll see. Okay, so I just finished listening to The Getaway by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. I can't get it out of the Pekkanen. I hope that's right. So if anybody knows, let me know. Pekkanen. So that was The Getaway. I'm also going to listen to Patsy by Nicole Denise Ben. That sounds really awesome. Finding Tess. I finished that in early May by Beth Macy. Now this is the one that I was telling you about. It's on audiobook. There is a book that's written called Finding Tess. However, the audiobook is, I haven't read Finding Tess just yet, but I think it's different from the actual book. So I'm going to get the book and I'll read it and I'll come back to you and I'll let you know if there's a big difference. But it plays as a podcast documentary. Okay? So it's fascinating. It's awesome. It's about the drug epidemic in America. Maybe I should be telling you guys a little bit about every book. It's already about 21 minutes in. Well, I'm going to be cutting a lot of things, so I don't want to go back and redo everything. Forgive me, I'm new. I've just started doing this. But I think I've done a good job of, talking about a little bit about everything. I'm going to be nice to myself. I'm going to let this go. We'll work on presentation for the next set of TBRs. Oh, yeah! So for the next TBR videos, we'll be more prepared. All right? And the last book was a re-listen, and it's called Good Behavior by Blake Crouch. Now, I've read this book because I watched the series with my husband, or the TV show. It's on TNN, I think it is. I believe it's TNN. Okay, I believe so. But Hulu is streaming it. I don't know if it's still on there, but I loved it. It's with Abigail, and I can't remember her last name because, anyways, she played the sisters in Downton Abbey, and so maybe her name is really not Abigail, and I'm thinking about Downton Abbey, and I'm calling her Abigail. I'm so sorry. I will look it up. I'll write her name somewhere over here. Her name will appear. So, she is so cool, played Hedy, and the book is so different from the TV show. So the book is an anthology of short stories, and the TV show expands on one of those stories and just explores those characters' journey through the whole debacle. I'm not going to give anything away. I don't want to give any spoilers. Oh, here comes another interruption. My puppy and my middle grader just woke up. Okay, well, those are the books that I'm reading May and June, and I'm very excited to read them and discuss them with you. We will break them up, so I'm not going to sit and do a run through of this whole list in one sitting. That's not going to be fair to you or to me. It'd be a 5-hour long video. What we'll do is we'll break it up, and I will present them to you, I think at least in 3 stages throughout June. So keep watching. Yes, I'm a mom. Alright, thank you guys for joining me. I will see you next video. Bye.